following presentation is brought to you by Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW Post 10, 519, Greendale, Wisconsin. Disabled American Veterans, DAV, Chapter 19, West Allis, Wisconsin. And by viewers like you.
From the global resources of Veterans Media Services. This is Veterans Newsline with Dave Ryba.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Today is Flag Day 2013, and we are coming to you from the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Since 1969, when the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts opened its doors, they have been proud to be considered part of the Milwaukee County War Memorial, honoring those who have bravely served their country. As part of the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts' continued commitment to honor our veterans for their courageous service, they are hosting the 4th annual Flag Day celebration. WTMJ-4's Chief Meteorologist John Milan will be hosting today's event. Guest speakers include the Reverend Ray Stubbe, who we'll be talking to in just a bit, Joe Campbell, Vietnam veteran, Colonel Dr. Ken Lee, Chief of the Spinal Cord Unit at the Zublocki VA Medical Center, and much more. The VA Jam Band will be led by Chef Crumbine and is here today to provide the entertainment for us, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. In a moment, we'll be talking with Reverend Ray Stubbe about Flag Day, but first we asked some attendees of today's event to share their thoughts on Flag Day 2013. Here's what they had to say.
Well, I'm very happy to be here. I'm very patriotic, so it doesn't take much for me to start getting misty-eyed when it comes to the Stars and Stripes. I have my daughter here, Nicole. She's an ROTC cadet at Marquette. And we're very happy to be here and to support the cause. And it's a beautiful day for this, and I hope a lot of people turn out for it. It's very important. It's the ultimate of showing your patriotism, and I was proud to do my part. I'm a retired Army nurse. My name is Major Retired Cherie Rumler, and I intend to have a great time while I'm here.
My name is Major Charles T. Jagger. I'm from the Milwaukee Recruiting Battalion here in Milwaukee. Today we're here to celebrate the Army's 238th birthday, and with our partners from the U.S. Army Reserve and National Guard. We are grateful to be here.
It's a great opportunity. It's my first time being out in a civilian environment to celebrate a Flag Day as well as the 238th Army birthday. It's a great opportunity to be out here celebrating it with the local veterans and veteran organizations.
The heavens are shining on us, that's for sure. We got this beautiful sunshine. We're meeting some wonderful people of all the various branches who are involved in all the various activities that that comes with wars. I was fortunate enough to be assigned to the 1st Marine Division on Guadalcanal in 1942, and survived that. Came back when we went out to the Marshalls and survived that. Came home, went to school, and then the Korean War broke out, and I had the opportunity to serve my beloved Corps again. And so God's been good to me. I'll be 90 next month, and I'm grateful for the freedom that we've enjoyed all these years.
All right, joining me today is the Reverend Ray Stubbe, one of the persons about to speak to us today. And Reverend Stubbe, perhaps if we could start out, tell us a little bit about your military experience and background.
Okay, I was enlisted right out of high school and went on Navy destroyers, and then got out and then came back, went to school again and become a minister.
And you went to Vietnam too?
And I went to Vietnam right away. I asked if I would waive my waiting time, 30 days. So I went there in 5 days.
Oh, wow.
And stayed there for 18 months. Was in the siege of Quezon, probably the bloodiest battle there, and stayed on. I finally retired in '85, and I had mainly with Navy duty, but I was a Navy chaplain, but mainly started with Marine units. I was in Okinawa for a year, Camp Pendleton for a couple of years, and a couple of Navy ships.
Okay, and of course we're here to celebrate Flag Day 2013 at the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts. And give us share us a few thoughts on Flag Day for us.
Well, this particular Flag Day is very special because my good friend Joe Campbell had his granddaughter here, and at the last minute she was able to contribute with singing the Star Spangled Banner and did a very good job. She kept right on the notes, did a very good job.
Yeah, that was great.
And then Dr. Lee had like a guided meditation kind of thing. It was very, very, very inspiring. The flag for me always symbolizes the people coming together to help each other.
And on this Flag Day 2013, can you share some inspiring notes for us, for our audience out there watching today, the meaning of Flag Day?
Well, again, I think you know, we saw pictures of the Oklahoma disasters, and there was always a flag. There was a flag, at least in the newspaper.
Sure, always.
And then in the 9/11 World Trade Center, there was a flag. The firemen were there with the flag. In fact, it's on a postage stamp. And then we see flags raised like at Iwo Jima in World War II. A flag always seems to be around in times when times are difficult, and it sort of indicates to me that that there's caring people around us. And
that's right.
And so the flag sort of symbolizes people, the American people caring for each other.
Certainly, truly, one could say the flag is the fabric of our lives.
Yes, that's a very good metaphor. Yes.
So there you have it.
We're interwoven. We're interwoven, and together the tapestry is what holds us together.
It sure does. Well, Reverend Stubbe, I want to thank you for taking the time to talk with us today.
Well, thank you. You have a great day. God.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And he also, give a big round of applause, Jeff McNeil and Catherine. Wow. And now we're going to have a moment with our chaplain today, who is Reverend Ray Stubbe from the U.S. Navy.
Please permit me to say just a couple words, about a minute, about our national anthem. Our national anthem was composed by an American lawyer, Francis Scott Key. Key was with two other fellow Americans during the War of 1812 with the British in the harbor of Baltimore. And they were temporarily detained on a British ship. And they could see this Fort McHenry guarding the entrance to the port of Baltimore in the background, and there was a big American flag there. And they could see it flying there. It was a great flag. It was, the stars were 26 inches across, and the stripes were 2 feet wide, and the whole flag was 30 feet high and 45 feet long. And so they saw this flag at the twilight's last gleaming as the sun was setting. And then there was this big bombardment by the British of Fort McHenry, in which they fired some 1,300 bombs, each weighing about 200 pounds. And that continued for 25 hours. It seemed as though Fort McHenry would soon be rubble. And they could see temporarily at night by the rockets' red glare and the bursting bombs that the flag was still there. And then at the morning, by the dawn's early light, they could see that the flag was still there. Now the flag that is still there symbolizes resolve and resilience. And it symbolizes the presence of life and caring for each other in the midst of death. And the flag still there is the light that shines in the darkness of our despair and doubt. It is especially significant for servicemen and firemen and policemen and all who serve the common good.
Now I want to introduce a name probably many of you know, one of the most courageous veterans I've had the pleasure to meet. Joe Campbell, as he will guide us through a moment of silence and the prisoner of war respect. Joe?
Before I begin with that, I'd like to, I know everybody here is special, and I mean that sincerely, but we do have the Veteran of the Year, Mike Malloy, if you'd kindly stand up, Mike. Mike served our company a long time. He's one of my fellow Vietnam vets, and for 3 years I have normally done what they call a missing man table ceremony, which is a very, very beautiful ceremony. But this year I thought I would do something a little bit different. And one of the things that led me to that was I was giving a class or talk to a school, grade school kids, and they wanted to know what Pau Mia meant. They thought possibly it was an Indian tribe, or, I mean, all the replies I got. And I thought, wow, that flag, which is flying in more and more under our American flag, which technically is really the only authorized flag to be flown under the American flag. And that flag, POW-MIA, prisoners of war missing in action, I can briefly tell you how sad and unfortunate it is, but that we don't ever forget. And by that, what I mean is still from World War II. Are there any World War II veterans with us still today? We got one back there. I have to say, you've always been referred to as the greatest generation. And I'm really going to give that to you. I know the generation I came from is the Burger King generation. But the men and women of World War II allowed us this day to be here today in freedom to speak English. And boy, if that isn't the greatest gift that God gave us, I don't know what is. Thank you. Dare I overlook our brothers and sisters from the Korean War? Can I see any Korean War veterans here? The so-called Forgotten War, right? We only lost 54,000 in Korea. And still missing today, 8,142. Vietnam, the war they wish we could forget. Not anymore. Would my brother and sister Vietnam vets please stand up? You know, we still are the Burger King generation, trying to have it our way. But because of the Vietnam veteran, one of our primary principles is that never again will one generation of veterans abandon another. And by that, I'd like to salute our Iraqi, Afghanistan vets. Probably one of the smallest military forces we have, certainly one of the most educated, and one of the most committed, coming from primarily small towns, USA, that give their all. And we will never, ever forget what you're doing, and welcome home. Thank you.
All right. Now, I want to introduce a special guest speaker. Her name is Asta Berry. She's the state winner of the American Legion Oratorical Contest from Franklin High School, and she wants to take a few minutes to talk to you folks, and please welcome Asta Berry.
For those of you who don't know, I was able to go to nationals through the American Legion Oratorical Contest, and I have to say it was by far the best experience of my life, and I can't thank the Legion enough for everything that they've done. And it was just an amazing experience where I got to meet all these kids from all these different states and see how different we all are, but we all have the same ideas to contribute and a very similar unified goal to talk more about the country and learn more all about the wonderful United States that we have. So I have today a short presentation about the flag similar to the presentations that I gave at the contest. So, red, blue, flying high, protecting you. What am I? I'm not Superman. I am the flag of the United States of America. For those of you who don't know, you might call me Old Stars and Stripes, Old Glory, perhaps your Star-Spangled Banner. Today is my 236th birthday. I don't see candles. Perhaps you forgot? I know, June 14th, in 1777, the Second Continental Congress adopted me. It was a really special day, but a lot of Americans seem to forget about it. Is it because you didn't get work off? Is it because there's not a huge parade and fireworks? Is it because you don't care? It's not an official federal holiday. In 1916, Woodrow Wilson proclaimed it June 14th to be National Flag Day. In 1949, National Flag Day became an act of Congress. And then in 1937, Pennsylvania became the only state to make it a state holiday.
Okay, here's a very, very prominent man in our community, Dr. Kenneth Lee. He's the chief of the Spinal Cord Injury Division at Zablocki VA Medical Center in Milwaukee here. He's assistant professor in the Department of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation at the Medical College of Wisconsin. Dr. Lee joined the Army in 1986 and currently holds the rank of colonel in the Wisconsin Army National Guard with duty assignment as the state surgeon. As an Iraqi war veteran, Dr. Lee's personal history provides a strong connection to the veterans that he serves today. In November of 2003, while stationed in Iraq, as commander of the Wisconsin Army National Guard Medical Battalion, Dr. Lee was severely injured in a Baghdad car bombing. Dr. Lee was then medvac to Landstuhl, Germany for his initial care, and then transferred to Walter Reed Army Medical Center in Washington, D.C. Now, Dr. Lee sustained multiple shrapnel and traumatic brain injuries during this incident. For his military service, Dr. Lee was awarded the Purple Heart, the Meritorious Service Award, 2 Army Commendation Medals, and an Army Achievement Medal. In addition to his military and medical services, Dr. Lee participates in numerous community activities. He is the National Surgeon for the Military Order of the Purple Heart. He also serves as the medical director for the National Veterans Wheelchair Games and National Veterans Sports and Wellness Programs. And he is part of the National Physical Team for the Disabled Veterans Winter Sports Clinic. For his community and military service, Dr. Lee was awarded the Milwaukee County Veteran of the Year Award in 2008. Please welcome Dr. Lee.
Thank you, everyone. I'm honored to be here. When I was asked to come here, first thing I thought about, Flag Day. Oh, it's a flag. What am I going to talk about? It's a flag, right? And I see a lot of familiar faces here, veterans, non-veterans, co-workers. Hi, Shep. So my wife was telling me last night, aren't you going to prepare for this Flag Day thing? And I said no, because I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about. If I prepare something, I might say something wrong. So while listening to that young lady here talk about her oratory speech, a lot of things get moved. So what moves me from a flag standpoint, right? Many of us are here for different reasons. We all focused on the Flag Day, got an invitation, maybe you came on your own and walked by and decided to come and see what this is, all right? Perhaps flag means something to you because you're a veteran or you're in military service. Maybe it means a lot to you. Or perhaps, like my father, he was jubilant when he became naturalized citizen and said, now I am a citizen of the United States, and went and bought a flag, right? So that could be one reason. Other reason is you're here because flag has some special meaning for you. Perhaps your grandfather, grandmother passed away, and the flag that was draped over her coffin, maybe it wasn't a military person at all. It just was there. And you received that flag as the descendant of that person. And that flag has a special meaning for you.
How about we switch it up a little bit and have a little entertainment? Little entertainment. We have the VA Jam Band here, led by, you must be part of the band, led by Shep Crumrine. And let's get you guys up here and let's have a little entertainment before we close out the ceremonies today, please.
Hey, ready? All right. Show must go on.
Plane. I've been thinking about my home, but my love light seems so far away. Like it's all been done. Somebody tried to make me stay. You know I've got to be moving on. Oh, big old jet airliner, don't carry me too far away. Oh, big old jet airliner, 'cause it's here and I wanna stay. Say goodbye to all my friends, goodbye to people I've trusted. I've got to go out, make my way. You know I might get rich, I might get busted, but my love keeps calling me backwards as I get on the 707. Friday night I got tears in my eyes. You know you got to go to hell before you get to heaven. Big old jet airliner, don't carry me too far away. Oh, big old jet airliner, 'cause it's here and I wanna stay. New England town, feel the heat coming down. Got to keep on, keeping on. You know the big wheels keep spinning around. Now I'm leaving with some hesitation. I can surely see that I don't wanna get caught up with that funky stuff going down in the city. Big old jet airliner, don't carry me too far away. Oh, big old jet airliner, 'cause it's here and I wanna stay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's it for this edition of Veterans Newsline. Tune in next time for some more news and veterans events from southeastern Wisconsin. Until next time, thanks for watching.